here outside of the Walter Pyramid in Long Beach, California, catching up with super featherweight boxer Patricio Manuel. First of all, Patricio, congratulations. As I was just mentioning you made your pro debut a little bit over almost 4 years ago. It's been a while, it's been in the making. How's everything going?
Feels great. Like as you were saying, it's been about 4 years since my last fight. Despite that, I've never left the gym and I've been training, so I'm incredibly excited to be back on a Golden Boy card, and especially to be back in Long Beach where I have roots, and being able to fight out here. So I'm excited and ready to get in the ring tomorrow.
How difficult has it been for you to get your next fight?
It's been a little difficult. Prior to the pandemic in 2020, I did suffer an injury when we were supposed to be going, so I had to rehab that, and then we were supposed to go spring of 2020, and then the whole world shut down. So I know that I'm not the only person who has been dealing with the ramifications of a global pandemic and trying to get back in the ring. I know that my case is a little bit different than most people, but I'm very grateful for the fact that Golden Boy was committed to getting me a second fight, and they've come through with this, and here I am, fighting now March 18th.
Were you always in conversations with Golden Boy Promotions? Were they the ones that mentioned, okay, you're going to be fighting on our next card?
Yes, we've been in communication with Golden Boy pretty much the entire time, so very, very grateful for their allyship and being supportive of me the entire time, but they definitely said that they were committed to having me on another card, and this is what's happening.
You see you're wearing your sweatshirt representing Duarte Boxing Gym, you got here with your team and all. You guys had that donation that Oscar de la Hoya gave to your team, to your community. How special did you feel being an active member for Duarte Boxing?
I'm really proud to be from Duarte Boxing. It's a small gym that has a lot of history and does a lot in the community. So of course I was really proud that Oscar de la Hoya recognized us and brought us some equipment, and definitely something we need since the pandemic has opened back up in terms of the gyms and stuff like that. We've had more kids than I think we've ever had. It's consistently like 50 children constantly training in this space, so we definitely needed that equipment. So it was also really exciting for the kids to see someone like a superstar in their own gym when you don't expect it in small cities like Duarte.
How do you stay motivated knowing that you still want to continue with your professional fighting career, but yet you only have one fight in 3+ years?
The motivation is easy for me. I love this sport. I truly love boxing. I fell in love with it 20 years ago, and it's like still a fresh love every time I walk in the gym. So for me, it's easy. It's easy. This is who I am. This is who I am as a fighter.
You get to fight on a bigger stage. Unfortunately, the Zurdo Ramirez fight fell off, but back again with Patricio Manuel, you get to fight for your officially second professional fight tomorrow night at the Pyramid in Long Beach, California. Can you tell us a little bit about your opponent, Patricio?
I don't know too much about my opponent. I know that he's from St. Louis, which is known actually as some pretty good boxers come out of St. Louis. He's 1-1, and I know that he's going to be looking to go 2-1 by the end of the night. So I never look past anyone. I'm sure that he's going to bring it just as hard as I'm going to bring it. I'm looking forward to an exciting match with him.
Just like you were mentioning, you had a long amateur boxing career, and you still have love for the sport, as you were telling me. The drive is still there, so obviously you want to stay active, more active this time.
Yes.
Is that the plan for Patricio Manuel going forward?
Yes, the goal is definitely to be active this year. I don't have much time left. I know that I'm not getting any younger, so this definitely has to be the year where I stay active.
Last question: what do you remember the most about your first professional fight?
There was a lot of blur for my first professional fight. Honestly, the thing I remember the most was walking out to that fight and remembering that split second when they were telling me to go, you gotta walk forward, that everything I had been working for really 6-8 years before.
A little nervousness, butterflies.
It hit me in that moment, in that split second. I was like, wow, everything you've been pushing for is happening in this moment. You have to do it. And then as quickly as it was there, it went away because I have so much experience. I went back to the fact like this is just like every other fight that you've had before. And
you did pretty well. I was a witness to actually witness your first professional fight, and I'm glad you're back 3.5 years later, and we're looking forward to your fight. Ladies and gentlemen, Patricio Manuel officially taking on his opponent tomorrow for his second professional fight. Thank you very much, Patricio.
Thank you so much.